Welcome to the Northeast Christian Centre. We're going to take you now on a quick tour of the site. When you sign on, you should see something similar to this. In the left-hand column are the list of the local options that we have available. So for example, if I select the Northeast Forum, you can see we have several sub-classifications, targeted audiences, everyone, parents, family, women and so on. I've added a message to the business community site, looking to create a Northeast Christian business network. Currently the forum is free for all Christians to join. Simply select the Visit Forum option. Then you will need to select the Register option, which isn't appearing here at the moment because I'm currently signed on. But when you sign through, you should see the Register option. Click in the details and then you begin to add messages. So the idea is that you can begin to add messages to other Christians within the Northeast community. So you can target particular groups of people, parents, family, women and so on. Or you could target particular locations for the Christian community. So if you have a message for all the Hartlepool Christian community, then select to put your message there. Similarly, we have a classified section for Christian businesses to advertise their services, if you've got books or CDs to sell and so on. We've also got a job section and an events section. The idea of the events section is to add details of meetings, special meetings, which are not your own church's meetings, so as to advertise meetings which are for the whole Christian community rather than your particular fellowship. So I'll exit to return back. So a great way for you to add messages to the whole Northeast Christian community. We've also got content for each of the 12 local areas of the Northeast. So if I select the Sunderland area, you can see that we have individual fellowships. So if you have content that we can publish using a technology called RSS, so really that's if you've got a blog, if you've got a YouTube account or a Twitter account, etc., then we can add your content. Also, there's a facility to have your own unique page within the site. So for Emmanuel and Sunderland, we select more and we see our own page where we can list photograph sites, for example. Some of our photograph content, some best loved hymns from YouTube that we're displaying, and so on. So you could have your own page. I go back to the Sunderland page. If all you have at the moment is a website, then let us know and we'll add a link to that website. And similarly for organizations, Christian organizations in that particular locality. All you need to do to provide us with the content you want to add is select the report or recommend feeds. When you select that, it will call up your email software, and once into that software, we've already passed through the particular page, so you use recommend report feeds for Sunderland and so on, and all you need to do is provide details that you would like to see added. So exit to return. So that's the local content. We also have some general Christian content. We have several Christian magazines. For example, Answers in Genesis, with a lot of different content that they provide. And some other magazines, Charisma, and so on. So a whole lot of content from several magazines. We also have that content redescribed by type or category. So for example, if we're looking at the persecuted church, we can get content from the Christian Post, latest news from Compass Direct, and so on. So a whole lot of different resources. We're also beginning to create some teaching content. So for example, on the web, we've got the likes of Francis Schaeffer with some of these videos on the Holy Spirit and so on. If you can recommend any content to be added, so we're looking for general Christian content of an evangelical nature. Again, you just select the report or recommend feeds to let us know. We're also building up a library of worship content. We've got general content, so for example, several sections to do with traditional hymns, modern worship sites, and individual artists. So for example, Matt Redman, we have his official YouTube channel, other songs by Matt Redman on YouTube and so on. So a great site to get a whole lot of content to do with worship. The other site that we have is called CSAM, which is for Come See a Man. The idea behind this is to create a testimony site, a video testimony site, which we will eventually develop into a unique site. It's not live yet, But if you check, you can see we've got lots of content. We've got some films, The Life of Jesus, with the videos playing in the right hand column. We've also got some targeted groups. So for example, some great testimonies of Muslims who become Christians. This particular one, Muslim Terrorist Has a Dream, is in 3 parts. It's well worth checking this particular video. An excellent testimony. We've also got a help centre. As we were saying, we are trying to develop this site. So we're looking for your help at this moment. In particular, if you can give us ideas on how to improve the site, or you can recommend some testimony videos for us. So I'll select the help centre option. You can get the latest news, features, support news, but in particular another forum. If you go to the forum and you register as a member, then you can start recommending videos for us and so on. We really would appreciate this kind of support. So they're the 3 areas we have at the moment within the North East Christian Centre. If you know of any churches or organisations who would love to be published, let them know about it. It's totally free to put your content in. The only thing that is chargeable is if we go back to the North East Christian Centre main section, Sunderland, is if you want to create your own unique page with your content. That's currently a special offer of a one-off charge of just £30, and then you'll be able to use tools like Twitter, YouTube, Flickr, etc. to create a whole lot of content for your church. So in many cases, many churches or organisations won't even need to have their own website. They can just use tools like this to create as much content as they wish. That ends this particular tour of the North East Christian Centre.